What's going on, y'all? It's your boy No Interest, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Hit the like button, hit the share button, hype the video for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. Crawford versus Spence was what Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather failed to be. You know, you can't make the fans wait for almost 6 years, and when you finally give them a fight, you give them a fight they not happy with. The Crawford versus Spence fight, a lot of people was happy with that fight. I mean, not a lot of people. I won't say everybody, because, of course, the majority of the other people wanted the other guy to win, so there's no way they're going to be happy with it if they watch their guy get beat up. But I'm saying overall, it was a success. That was probably one of the only fights in boxing. Well, Crawford versus Canelo too. Another success. But the Crawford versus Spence was an even more success based on the fact of how long we waited for this fight. We waited for this fight for 6 years. You let a guy in Terence Crawford built in anger for 6 years, and you think Earl wasn't going to get belt to ass? Come on, guys. Y'all let this man, y'all trash this man for that many years and think your boy Earl wasn't going to get the belt. Earl got the belt indeed. But I can't get mad with people when they say they view Crawford higher than Mayweather in some aspects. You know, there's nothing to really argue about when people say stuff like that, because all of the biggest fights of his career, he delivered at the highest level, higher than expected. You know, in his true 50-50 fights, where a lot of people thought he was supposed to lose, he made those fights look so easy, and he made it so entertaining, and won so convincingly that nobody can even question it. And not only did he win convincingly, he won in a fashion where people was like, wow, like, I didn't think he could do that. Nobody wanted a refund. Everybody felt like they got their money worth. He's really true boxing, bang for your buck. When Bud Crawford fights, you get your money's worth. You know, you get your money's worth. When he's fighting, you're not wasting. You know for a fact you're not wasting your money. You know that for a fact. Like, yo, Bud Crawford's fighting. I don't want to miss this fight. He's the true definition of what bang for your buck is. And not only is he bang for your buck, he's bang for your buck in true 50-50 fights. In fights he's supposed to arguably lose as well. He goes in there and he does to these guys what nobody has ever done to these guys and come out on top every time. We're looking at a special fighter in 8K. I wouldn't even say 4K. An 8K, a once-in-a-lifetime, generational, all-time great, Mount Rushmore type fighter, Terence Crawford. He just needs the name to keep adding to his stats. Keep padding that stats. You know? I want to see Bud Crawford become 6th division undisputed champion. 6th division champion, 4th division undisputed champion. I would love to see that in my time, because I know there are guys are trying to chase that. Guys are always trying to chase people's record. I mean, look at LeBron James in basketball trying to chase all of Jordan's accolades and records. You know, so when you got a chance, when you're in a generation where you separate yourself from the rest and you got a chance to separate yourself even more, go for it. I will go as far as saying go for 51-0. Past Floyd. Floyd went for 50-0, but he could have went for more. He was on top of the world. Why stop at 50-0? Why not pat your record even more? So it'd be harder for the next guy to catch up. So if I'm Terence Crawford, or if I was Floyd Mayweather, I would have kept patting the stats. Take it to a place where it's almost impossible for anybody to reach. Where it's almost impossible for anybody to reach. They can't say, oh, this guy won 3-time undisputed. Oh, this guy won 4-time undisputed. Even though you were the first to do it, but I did it too. They're gonna crown a guy they're most recently familiar with. They're gonna say, that's just how generations work. They're gonna say, oh, yeah, he did it, but he did it too. And then imagine if he surpasses you. So in my opinion, keep going for history. Keep making history, bud. Don't settle. But anyway, I really wanted to talk about the Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford fight. It lived up to expectation. It did everything it was supposed to do. The only thing I didn't truly like about the fight, because now it affects the guy, was the fact that the fight wasn't stopped sooner. The fight wasn't stopped sooner, man. And it pisses me off. Because the fight wasn't stopped sooner, it has kept Errol Spence Jr. out of the ring for some time. And I'm not happy about that, because put choose a side up to the side, right? Because we had to choose a side. Everybody had to choose a side. We just put that to the side. I'm a fan of Errol Spence. I'm a genuine fan of Errol Spence. It's just that when Crawford and Earl was in the same weight class, we had to choose a side. We had to go with who we thought was the better fighter. And I was rocking with Bud, and other people was rocking with Earl. But like I said multiple times, when they were both in their separate individual weight classes, I was a fan of both guys. Both guys was in my pound for pound rankings. But when they got into the same weight class, we had to choose a side. And I chose a side. I was Team Crawford. It is what it is, guys. But I think Errol Spence could have been saved if the fight would have been stopped in the 5th round or even sooner. Because after the 2nd round, like I said multiple times, Earl was done. Like, that knockdown shocked him, and the writing was on the wall after that. And a lot of people didn't see that coming. It is what it is. Hopefully Earl can bounce back. I've seen rumors of Earl returning to the ring, working with Roy Jones Jr., a guy that Errol Spence refused to shake his hand one time. Do you guys know the story? Let me squeeze this story in there real quick. There's a story of Errol Spence refusing to shake Roy Jones Jr. hand at it, like a little event, because he said Roy Jones picked Terence Crawford to beat him. Can you guys believe that? That's ridiculous. Earl refused to shake Roy Jones' hands because Roy Jones picked Crawford to beat him. And now, what's ironic is Earl might be working with Roy Jones to come back to the sport of boxing. Unfreaking believable. But Terence Crawford is a special fighter, a generational fighter, once in a lifetime type fighter, and needs to continue to get his flowers because he worked extremely hard for it, and he deserves everything he's getting right now.